Spain, Madrid. Carlos and his wife Sofia live in a cozy house in an old district of the city. They seem like the perfect couple, but Carlos begins to notice changes in Sofia's behavior. She has started spending a lot of time away from home. Often says she's going to meetings with her friends or work. Something is not right here. Carlos decides to discuss his suspicions with his mother, Maria, with whom he has always had a close relationship. Conversation with his mother. "Hello, son. Is something wrong? You look worried." "Mom, I think Sofia is hiding something from me. She leaves the house a lot, and I don't know what to do." "Don't worry, Carlos. Maybe you're just worried. I'll talk to her. Try to find out what's wrong." Maria and Sofia are sitting at a table in a cozy cafe. Maria looks at Sofia with understanding, but also with a note of sternness. Seriously. "Sofia, Carlos is worried about you. He thinks you're hiding something important." "What's going on?" "Maria, it's complicated. I'm actually seeing another man. I don't know what to do. I don't want to lose Carlos, but I'm confused. Sofia, I understand that life can be difficult, but you have to be honest with Carlos. He deserves to know the truth." Crying. "Maria, I'm scared. I don't want to hurt him. I love Carlos, but I love Antonio too. I don't know how to choose. Sofia, I will help you. But you have to be prepared for the consequences. We have to proceed carefully so that no one gets hurt. Give me some time to think it over." Nodding. "Thank you, Maria. I don't know what I would do without you." Maria returns home, deep in thought. She realizes that the situation requires a subtle approach and decides to devise a plan to hide Sofia's cheating from Carlos until Sofia makes a decision. Maria calls several of Sofia's friends and arranges a cover-up with them. "Laura, I need your help. Sofia will use your meetings as an excuse for her exits. Can you tell Carlos that you two meet often?" "Of course, Maria. I'll help in any way I can." Carlos comes home late at night, swaying slightly. It's obvious he's been drinking. He sees Sofia and Maria cooking dinner together. Carlos, drunkenly with a smile. "Hello, darlings. What are you guys up to?" Carlos, drunkenly smiling. "Hi, Carlos. We decided to cook something special for you. Yeah, we wanted to surprise you." "Ah, what a surprise!" Laughing loudly. "You know, Sofia, I have a surprise for you too." "What kind of surprise, Carlos?" "I'm sleeping with your mom." "Yes, that's right. Your mom and me?" Drunkenly shakes his head. "We've been together for a long time." "Carlos, what are you talking about? You're drunk." "It's not true." Maria, shocked. "It can't be true." Carlos, shouting. "It is true, Sofia. And you know what? I don't care what you think." Bursts into laughter. "Lit her?" "Yeah, maybe I'm her lit." Sofia, in tears. "How could you, Carlos? How could you do this to me?" Carlos, moving closer to Sofia, but Maria comes between them. "Sofia, I'm sick of all this. You've always been so perfect, so right." "Carlos, you need to leave. You're drunk and you don't know what you're saying. Go and sleep it off." Carlos, laughing drunkenly. Okay. Walks away, staggering. After Carlos leaves, Sofia and Maria are sitting at the kitchen table. Sofia is still in tears, and Maria is trying to comfort her. "Sofia, I'm sure Carlos is just drunk and doesn't know what he's saying. We'll find a way to deal with this. How could he say something like that? How could he betray me like that?" Maria, hugging Sofia. "We'll figure it out, honey. The main thing is, don't lose faith in yourself. We'll get through this together. Thank you, Mom. I don't know what I would do without you. We'll find a way out of this. Everything will be okay, I promise." Carlos wakes up in someone else's bed, slowly realizing he's not home. He feels the pain in his head and the heaviness in his heart from what he did last night. Looking around, he sees that he is lying in bed with Maria, Sofia's mother. Carlos is stunned, trying to collect his thoughts and remember what happened. Carlos, to himself, horrified. "What have I done?" Maria wakes up, her face expressing a mixture of confusion and worry. She slowly sits up, looking at Carlos. Maria, quietly. "Carlos, We need to talk. Carlos, looking into her eyes. Maria, what did we do? It was a mistake. Maria, sighing. Yes, it was. But what's done is done. We need to deal with it. Carlos, embarrassed. I don't know how I can look Sophia in the eye after this. Maria, sighing. We have to keep this a secret, Carlos. Sophia can never find out. Carlos, shaking his head. I can't do that. I can't live with this lie. Maria, pleading. Please, Carlos. She's already worried about what you're saying. She doesn't need to know about this. Carlos, sadly. Maria, I don't know how to go on. I love Sophia, but everything is so messed up. Maria, then be honest with her about the rest of it. Tell her how you feel, what you suspect. Carlos, do you think that will help? Maria, it will be difficult, but honesty is always better than a lie. Then be honest with her about everything else. Tell her about your feelings and suspicions. Do you think that will help? Maria, it will be hard, but honesty is always better than a lie. Maria, yes, it's our secret. Carlos slowly gets out of bed, gets dressed, and leaves the room. He knows he's going to have a difficult conversation with Sophia, but realizes that honesty and openness is the only way to make things right. Carlos walks through the streets of the city, feeling inwardly uneasy. He walks into a flower store, picks out a bouquet of beautiful roses, and heads to Sophia's house. He knows there is a difficult conversation ahead, but decides to make the first move. I hope it helps. I hope she'll understand. As he approaches the house, Carlos sees the door is ajar. He quietly goes inside, and he hears sounds coming from the kitchen. Sophia, seeing him with the flowers, looks at him in surprise. Carlos, what is it? Why have you come? Sophia, I need to talk to you. I want to explain myself. He holds out a bouquet of roses to her. Sophia takes the flowers, but her face remains serious. Carlos. Okay, I'm listening. I know I've made a lot of mistakes. I've behaved terribly. But Sophia, I need to be honest with you. I suspected you were cheating on me, and it drove me crazy. Why would you think that? I saw you seeing other men. I heard the rumors, and it broke my heart. Carlos, it's not what you think. I didn't cheat on you. Yes, I went out with friends and coworkers, but they were just meetings. I wanted to believe that, but jealousy clouded my judgment. I felt like you were lying to me. But last night I made a terrible mistake. I got drunk and did something I regret now. What do you mean? I spent the night with your mom. It was a mistake and I deeply regret it. Sophia. Shocked. What? How could you, Carlos? I'm sorry, Sophia. I don't know how it happened. I was drunk and I lost control, but I can't lie to you anymore. I want to start over. Honestly, it's too much, Carlos. I don't know if I can forgive you for this. Please, Sophia, give me a chance to make it right. I love you and I don't want to lose you. It's not going to be easy. But if we start with honesty and openness, maybe we have a chance. I'm willing to do anything to prove my love to you. Carlos. Good. Let's give it a shot. But you'll have to work hard to win back my trust. I'm ready. Thank you, Sophia. I won't let you down. The scene ends with Carlos and Sophia embracing. They both realize there is a long road ahead, but decide to walk it together, starting with honesty and love. The next day, Carlos wakes up early, still mulling over the conversation he had with Sophia yesterday. He decides to take a moment while Sophia is in the shower to check her phone. He finds it on the bedside table and starts scrolling through the messages. His heart sinks when he sees a correspondence between Sophia and an unknown man. The man. Can't wait to see you today. Is your mom going to cover for us again? Sophia. Yeah, she said she'll be fine. Just be careful. Carlos feels a wave of rage and pain rising inside him. He realizes that his suspicions were justified and that his own mother knew about it. How could they? I trusted them both. He continues reading the correspondence until he hears Sophia step out of the shower. He quickly puts his phone down and pretends to be busy doing something else. Good morning. How are you? Morning. Carlos. Smiling. Fine. Did something happen? Carlos. No, I'm fine. Sighs. Good. I'm going to go make breakfast. As Sophia leaves for the kitchen, Carlos decides to call his mother. He can't take it anymore and wants to hear the truth from her. Hey, Mom, we need to talk. What's wrong, son? Did you know about Sophia cheating on me? And you were covering for her? Carlos, I can explain everything. No, Mom, don't. I read their correspondence. Why did you do that? I just wanted you to be happy, son. Sophia promised me it was temporary and she would fix it. Fix it? Did you really believe that? You betrayed me. I'm sorry, Carlos. I didn't think it would go this far. It's too much. I can't trust you anymore. He hangs up the phone and decides to talk to Sophia face to face. As he approaches the kitchen, he sees her cooking breakfast and feels his heart clench with pain. Sophia, we need to talk. What's wrong? Carlos, looking into her eyes. I know about you and your lover, and I know that my mom had your back. Carlos, it's not what you think. You don't have to lie. I read your correspondence. How could you have? I was confused, Carlos. I felt bad, and I was looking for comfort. That's no excuse. You betrayed our trust. I'm sorry, Carlos. I made a terrible mistake. We're done, Sophia. I can't live a lie anymore. The scene ends with Carlos leaving the house, leaving Sophia in tears. He knows there is a long road to recovery ahead, but decides to move on, leaving the past behind. Carlos, full of rage and pain, heads to the nearest bar. Inside, soft music plays and dim lights create an atmosphere of solitude. He sits down at the counter and orders a stiff drink. Carlos leaves the bar feeling a mixture of rage and determination. He decides to take revenge on Sophia by asking her mother, Maria, to marry him. Carlos stands on the doorstep of Maria's house. He rings the doorbell and she opens, looking at him in surprise. Carlos? What are you doing here? Carlos, I need to talk to you, Maria. It's important. Maria invites him in and they sit down in the living room. Carlos, what did you want to talk about? Maria, I've been thinking a lot about what happened, and I've made a decision. What decision? I want you to marry me. What? Are you serious? Carlos, shocked. Yes, I am serious. Sophia betrayed me, but you've always been there for me. I believe we can be happy together. Maria looks at Carlos, mulling over his proposal. After a short pause, she nods. Okay, Carlos, I agree. The next day, Carlos and Maria go to Sophia's house to tell her the news. Sophia opens the door and sees them together. Mom? Carlos? Carlos, surprised. What's going on? Sophia, we came to tell you that your mom and I are getting married. What? Is this some kind of joke? No, Sophia. It's not a joke. I love Carlos, and we have decided to be together. How can you do this, Mom? You're out of your mind. It's your choice, Sophia. You destroyed our family. Now you will reap the fruits of your actions. You will both regret it. We made our choice. Now, Sophia, it's time for us to go. New life. Carlos and Maria begin planning their new life together. They move to another city and start fresh. Carlos realizes that revenge will not bring him back his former happiness, but now he has a chance at a new, more honest life. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm ready for a fresh start. We deserve a chance at happiness.